Henry, and she's going to take us through it. Jana, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing great. Thanks for asking. So what's the deal with Henry? How did you meet him, and how'd that first date go? Let's start there.
So it's actually really cute. I was alone on Valentine's Day this year, and I took my dog to the dog park thinking we would just have a little us time. It was pretty empty, and I saw Henry across the way with his dog, Buster. Now, my dog's name is actually also Henry. So I was saying, Henry, come here. And Henry thought I was talking to him.
Oh.
So he came over, and he was like, do I know you? And I was like, no, this is my dog, Henry. And so we had a cute little laugh, and we started chatting, and we hit it off. And it was sort of like, I don't know, it was weird. It was like a romantic movie or something, like this moment that we had. And he said he was single and interested, and I said the same, and it was so cute. Henry and Buster were sitting there sniffing each other and playing, and it just felt like all the stars were aligning for us.
It felt like a family.
Yes,
And Henry is
yes.
not the most common guy's name in 2020, is it?
No, it's really not. It's very old-timey and beautiful, and that's why I named my Henry that.
Ah, okay.
My friend Betsy and Drew just named their little boy Henry.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
coming around. It's coming back.
Yeah, so I gave him my number, and I haven't heard anything, and I'm not really sure why, but I'm hoping for some clarity, because it just felt like fate, you know, those moments where, like sliding doors, you know, you just, like, catch that, and then you want to have that moment again. So, yeah.
Right. I'm imagining this moment in the OTR dog park, and she's out there, and she's like, Henry, and this really hot guy with these piercing blue eyes just appears and says, you called? From the way you're describing it, is that kind of what it was like?
Yes.
It's so funny.
It was insane. He was all the way across the dog park. So and my Henry was running after his ball, which, of course, and he was getting distracted by smelling something. And so I started to call him. And yeah, he looked over at me, and my Henry was ignoring me because he's a little stinker, and he just does what he wants.
Right.
And I was like, Henry, and then he just started to walk over, and I was like, what is happening? Why is this man walking over me? And yeah, I'm Henry. What's up?
So conversation ensues, and then next thing you know, you're giving this guy your phone number.
Yeah, well, he asked for my number.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah. So I thought, I'm good.
Yeah.
And I did not look good. I mean, I know it was Valentine's Day, but I was like, you know, at the dog park. I was not going out and putting on my best outfit. I was like in my athleisure wear, I guess.
Right.
You know, like cute, but like not my best.
Not decked out.
Yeah.
So you give him your phone number after he asks for it, and then he never calls you.
Yeah, he never called. He never texted. I thought it was super weird. I wasn't sure, why he got the number if he wasn't going to use it.
Yeah, it's
or
kinda
maybe,
rude.
but, I can't stop thinking about it. I got to work, and I told my friends what happened, and they were just like, that sounds like a Kate Hudson romantic comedy. That does not sound real. And I was like, I know, I need to have this moment again. I need to see this guy again. It's just, I can't stop thinking about it.
Well, I just hope he's not in a hospital suffering from amnesia somewhere.
Oh, that would suck.
Oh, that would suck. No.
Did you get his number?
Yes, I do have it.
So maybe he was just waiting for you to call him, but I don't know. We're going to find out when we call Henry and say, hey, man, you want to exchange numbers?
Where'd you go?
You initiated this, dude. But let's give him the benefit of the doubt. When we come back, we'll call Henry and see what he thought of Jana and that moment with her in the dog park. Coming up next with Jeff and Jen here at Cincinnati's Q102. This could be a potential movie here. You know, she's alone on Valentine's Day, meets Henry at the dog park. They exchange numbers. He never calls. It was his idea to exchange numbers, so why wouldn't he call?
It's a good question.
Yeah, so we're going to call Henry. Do you think of anything else, Jana, that we need to know before we call Henry?
No, I can't think of anything. I'm excited for you to reach out and see what's going on.
All right, we'll call him. We'll call Henry.
Hello?
Henry?
Yeah, hi, who's this?
Hi, Henry. It's Jeff and Jenn at Q102. How are you this morning?
Jeff and why? This is weird. Why are you guys calling me?
This is kind of weird. We got a phone call about you from an admirer who met you at the dog park. Do you remember Jana and her pup, Henry?
She called you?
She did, because if you recall, you asked her for her phone number. You guys exchanged phone numbers, and then you never called her.
Oh, this is weird. I don't know. Do you know the whole story? Like, her dog is Henry, and I'm like, she was calling her dog. And
well, I don't know that we know the whole story, but yes, she said that she was calling her dog, and your name is Henry too. And
yeah. So from my perspective, like, imagine you're hanging out at the dog park, and some attractive woman starts calling your name from across the way. That's never happened to me before. I mean, I don't have a lot of game, I guess you would say. So, like, I was kind of like, what's going on here? Like, who is this person? And I went over, and I was like, are you calling me? And she was like, no, I was calling my dog. And I was like, oh, and then I felt like just a jerk, because I was like, oh, okay. And then I kind of like, all the air left me. I was just like, I thought this was a big chance. But then we started talking and kind of hit it off. And she seemed super cool, super nice, and our dogs are even kind of running around playing together. So after a bit, it was like, what do I do? What's my move here? And so I asked her for her number. We exchanged numbers, actually. But I guess I didn't reach out to her because I kind of like was overwhelmed by the whole thing. Like, it just seemed too unreal to me, Like, I was like, this doesn't happen in life. This doesn't make. And like, I went out and I was talking to some of my friends, and they were like, I don't know. It's just, when things are like too perfect almost, that it doesn't feel real.
Yeah.
So I was just kind of like, I had this cool moment, and I don't want to wreck it. Like, I've got this. It's perfect. It's good. I'm going to put this one on the shelf. It's a great story, and that's, So, yeah, that's kind of what happened from my side, I guess.
All right, well, let's bring Jana back into the conversation. Jana, you heard what Henry had to say. I mean, where does this leave us, guys? If you'd like to get together and go out on an actual date, we'd love to set it up. Our treat.
I didn't realize she was on the phone.
Oh, sorry.
That's cool. How are you?
I'm good. I guess I just feel like what you're saying kind of sounds like a fear of things being good and happiness, and which is totally normal. Like, people have that, but like, I think it's okay to accept that something was really cool and awesome and see where it goes. Like, it's not pressure to like continue to make it feel like, that like crazy, awesome, weird, fortuitous moment, but just like, see where it goes together. So I want to go out.
I mean, I'm like, my hands are sweating, because it's like, I can't even believe that I'm on the radio, and it's like continuing how kind of cool and crazy this is.
Well, listen, why not just see it through? This could be fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm super totally into it. And to be honest, like, it kind of got to the point where, like, when I didn't call for a few days, that's when I kind of put a ribbon on it and put it, like, in my brain. I was like, cool thing, boom. And I was like, it's been too long. If I can't even call her now, because either she's forgotten about it or I blew my chance. So this is like, I feel like I'm been given a second chance here, which is kind of amazing.
Well, don't blow it.
It's real life, man.
This is really happening.
Yeah, it's real life.
There
Embrace
are thousands of people witnessing this. It's a real deal.
So we're going to set it up. Tell you what, Henry, we're going to set it up with Jana. So she'll handle the details from here, and then you can set up the next one if all goes well. But for now, thank you for taking the call. We appreciate you coming on Second Date Update and for being a good sport.
Yeah. Thanks so much, guys. This has made my day. This is great.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. And Jana, you stay on the line. We'll set everything up with you, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
All right. Always, anytime. I'm glad this worked out.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
He was like, wow.
Okay.
Wow.
I know. So, if you need us for a second date update, it is quite simple. Just send us an email, Jeff and Jen at WKRQ.com.
All right.
Thanks for listening to the Q102 Jeff and Jen Morning Show podcast, brought to you by CBG Airport. Start your trip at CBGAirport.com.